put the milk to arrive for another farmer to keep the milk every day, or that's a mix with making 24 hours or 48 hours?
We pick it up from one farm.
Mm-hmm.
They're milking 150 cows.
Okay.
So they have 2 tanks. So they put the milk in. They put 2,000 liters in one tank, and then swing it over to the other tank, and we pick up the
2,000
milk.
is for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fresh.
Okay, fresh, very fresh, and not too mature in a day before when to keep the milk.
Depending on the type of cheese that we're making.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it lactic or was it
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So we're trying to work on developing good milk with 2 or 3 farms, because for the Food Venture Center, all the milk will be purchased. So it's basically working with farmers to really establish the criteria for payment. And we have one farm that's very traditional,
and another is very
and another one that's very modern.
and the price of the cow milk now?
It is 20.
Even according to the quality, you may get a price that don't have really high quality that gets paid too much, and the opposite as well, like according to the market. So there's a big diversity in that.
Yeah.
C'est vraiment une politique à long terme. C'est vraiment un travail.
For us, if we can develop a system where producers are making the investments in hot water heaters and like making sure that they're animal health, if we can get them to make those kinds of investments, we can basically guarantee that they're always going to be getting a premium price,
Right.
regardless of what the market does.
Right.
And that's
Et Mathéo, aujourd'hui, le contrôle de la qualité de son lait, c'est un laboratoire extérieur qui le fait ou c'est une qui le fait?
Yeah, so we send all our milk out to an external lab for analysis, and we get fat, protein, somatic cell, coliform, E. coli, staph. No, that's
not
separate.
Yeah.
Listeria we do with a different lab, and it mostly environmental sampling with some end product testing on higher risk cheeses, washroom cheeses.
So you personally doing the consulting like with the farms, or do you have someone on staff who's kind of?
No, that's me and Tim. This is Tim.
Okay.
Tim is our head cheesemaker, and he and I actually go collect the milk ourselves and interact with the farmers.
Awesome.
Particularly at this stage, that's like an important part of just like showing up, building a relationship, and gaining trust. Because this is totally outside the box for farms around here. I mean, we're like out there, you know what I mean? People are starting to believe now because of the sellers, and because we're suddenly not just one little farm that went rogue and are doing our own thing. We're a market for potentially for a lot of local milk. So people are starting to.
How did you find the farmers you're working with?
One of them is grazing cows on Bar Hill, so we'll probably we could go see that farm, and we've known him for a long time. He's one of the last grazing farms in Greensboro, and he cuts all dry feed. He's old school. He just had both his hips replaced. You know, it's like he's a piece of work. And we're interested in trying to ensure that that particular farm stays in production. And he's getting to he's getting old. He's trying to transition
Okay.
his farm to a young guy that is moving in 3 years. He's going to own all the machinery and the cows, and in 10 years he'll own the farm. So there's an opportunity for us to work with somebody that's young, that has an interest in owning this farm. And our long-term vision here is to basically have 10 farms within a 15-mile radius of the cellars, producing the lion's share of the cheese, or the milk that's going into the cheese. So what's happening over the past couple of years is our focus as a business has focused more in a tighter geographical area, so we can maximize the impact here where we live. When we started, we had this idea that it was like Vermont, which it could be someday, but by really concentrating on a tight radius around the cellars, we're going to be able to manage the relationships a lot more closely. You can have beer, go out and have a beer with, you run into like the cheesemaker at the store, they're part of your community. And just the logistics of being able to be in these businesses on a regular basis and manage quality at a different level. It's one of the biggest challenges that we've had is actually going through this product development phase with 5 or 6 cheesemakers that are all 1 to 3 hours away from us. And then trying to build a market on products that are we're trying to manage quality by remote. It's been a real challenge when we introduce a product. It's going great. They have a quality problem. Then you have to build it all back up again.
I guess it really fosters teamwork kind of thing. Like you guys are kind of shared fate and you're all together and so close and you see each other on a regular basis. It keeps things personal.
Yeah, I mean we also share a fate with cheesemakers that are further away. It's just a more complicated, less certain fate.
Yeah.
Because of the distance, we've been working really hard. We all went to the Pyrenees. All the cheesemakers we're working with. We took a trip to the Pyrenees to visit producers of all different milk types and scales, and to spend some time really working on establishing trajectory and expectations. So it's been great. Yeah.
How long were you there?
7 days. It was 2 weeks ago. So it's really.
Oh, that's a fresh experience.
Hi, Andy.
Hi, everyone.
This is my brother, Andy.
Hi.
Welcome.
Yeah.